Hello, good day. My name is Adeyemi Oluseye. I am your presenter for this presentation, and I thank you for tuning in and joining us at this time. Let me tell you, this is not a coincidence or it's just a mistake that you have met this presentation or you are listening to this presentation today. I bet you that the value proposition that you are going to gain from this presentation will be worthwhile your time that you have spent on this presentation. Once again, I congratulate you. My name is Adeyemi Oluseye. I'll be leading you and I'll be presenting this exceptional home ownership and real estate income opportunity, a rare privilege to become a real estate investor. Let me start by telling you a little bit of a story. Far away in a small village, near a beautiful valley, lived two friends, Pablo and Bruno. They were both young and dreamt of a better life for themselves. They often discussed their dreams about how they would become most successful man in the village. They were never afraid of hard work. They searched for opportunities to help realize their goals and achieve their dreams. One day, an opportunity presented itself. In a nearby village, there was scarcity of water, and the mayor of the village decided to hire two people to bring the water from the spring up on the mountain, across the valley, back down to the village. They were to be paid based on the amount of water delivered to the village. Bruno and Pablo enthusiastically got to work. Every day, from morning to evening, they carried bucket to and from the spring. They worked hard, carrying water to the village. In the evening, they returned home with their daily wages. Bruno was very satisfied with his work and the money he earned. He was sure that with this work, he should achieve his dream. Bruno thought that to increase his wages, he can use bigger buckets to bring more water on each trip. He believed with the larger income, he was soon able to buy a car and the house that he dreamt about. Now, Pablo was not satisfied. At the end of the day, his back and his hand ached, and he was exhausted. Pablo was looking for an easy way to earn more money. One day, an idea occurred to Pablo. He imagined building a pipeline to deliver the water from the mountain spring to the village. With this pipeline, he can get more water to the village without carrying bucket back and forth from the mountain spring to the village. Soon, he got very excited about his idea and he began to plan. Pablo, of course, shared his idea with his friend Bruno and asked him to join in to work on and help build the pipeline. Bruno thought the idea was very crazy. All Bruno can think about was his money, what his money can buy today, and how he could get it quicker. He felt that building the pipeline will slow him down and delay him in achieving his goals. Instead, Bruno got bigger buckets and went more often back and forth fetching the water. He was sure that with this method he can make more money. Pablo decided to build the pipeline on his own. He understood it would not be easy to build, and it would take time to complete the pipeline. Pablo knew that it could take several years to complete or finish, but he set his mind on his goal. Every day he worked and he carried water like before, but on weekends and during his spare time, he worked hard to dig in the rocky soil and built his pipeline. In the first month, there was little to show for his works. Bruno and the villagers laughed and teased him, calling him Pablo the Pipeline Man. During this time, Bruno's income doubled. He already bought a car and a bigger house. His lifestyle changed. He now spent time after work in the bar, enjoying his hard wages from delivery of water. What Bruno didn't realize was that his body was starting to stoop from carrying heavy buckets every day. His face looked worn, his body tired. Soon he began to carry less and less water due to the wear and tear of his body. Months after months, Pablo worked. Soon a year passed, and then the second year. Finally, Pablo finished his pipeline. He now used his pipeline to deliver water to the village instead of carrying buckets. Pablo was now earning more money than ever before. The water continued flowing to the village while Pablo wasn't working, while he was sleeping, or while he slept and ate. The water flowed. Pablo was happy and proud of it inside. Persistent and hard work. Now his income flowed as long as the water flowed through his pipeline. I believe the story of Bruno and Pablo is the reflection of life of most of us. A lot of us can relate to this story because this is typically what happens to a lot of us who are employees who carry buckets every day. The job, or bucket as I always call it, is similar with what most people do for money. Bruno gets his money using buckets. He goes back and forth carrying his bucket from the mountain spring to the village in exchange for the money. To increase his income, he either has to go more frequently to the spring or to use a larger bucket. It is common to realize to increase our income by working harder. For example, working overtime or getting a second job. We also increase the size of our buckets by accepting higher paying positions, which often include more time on the job. Most of us exchange time for money like Bruno. Every person has 24 hours only in a day, and it is not possible to use all our time to work. The most difficult time comes when we can no longer exchange time for money due to middle age, health, or other reasons. Then our income stops. So if you ask me, the test of a bucket carrying job, when you are not there, or when you do not go for that day, you don't get paid. No work, no pay, as we all know it. For Pablo, he was very wise. Did not exchange all his time for the limited income, but he used some of his time to build the pipeline. He knew that the pipeline will bring ongoing income as long as the water flowed, an ongoing income that multiplied the times he worked each day. Pablo knew that someday, maybe because of age or health, he would no longer be able to exchange his available time for money. He knew that if he can make his idea of the pipeline work, that he only has to do the hard work of building the pipeline. After the pipeline was completed, Pablo was able to monitor and maintain the flow of water to ensure his income will continue. Pablo has shown to earn an income, we don't always have to directly exchange time for money. There really are better ways. Are you still like Bruno, who exchanged his time for money, or like Pablo, building and maintaining the pipeline for ongoing income? You would ask me that why have I told this story? Why am I saying this? A lot of us, from our primary school days to secondary school to the university, we've been wired inside of our brain. Our mindset has been wired as employees. So we are wired to be in the labor market, to be laborers. Let me tell you something of a secret. Between the rich and the poor. The poor will tell their children as they grow up, go to school, get good grades, and when you graduate, look for a secure job. A secure job. But what does the rich tell their children? They will tell them, go to school, get good grades, and when you graduate, start a business. They will tell them, start a business. Somebody will ask me and say, what am I saying? If you look at the good book of the Lord, in the book of Proverbs chapter 22 verse 29, the Bible says that, seest thou a man who is diligent in business, he will not stand before men, but he will stand before kings. My brother, even the Bible has pointed us to the right way. The Bible did not say, seest thou a man diligent in job, or diligent in working, or diligent as an employee, or diligent as a salary earner. He said, seest thou a man who is diligent in business. So I have brought this message today. This is a clarion call. This is a clarion call to a lot of us, whether we are in Nigeria or wherever we are in the diaspora, whether it's in the US, it's in the UK that you are listening to me. Listen and listen well. We need to change our paradigm. We need to have what I call a paradigm shift. We need to understand, start thinking like the rich, the way they think. We need to rewire our mindset to understand that we need to build pipeline. So I have brought this opportunity, is one of the pipelines, one of the major pipelines that have been brought to you. So it is the exceptional home ownership and real estate income opportunities. A rare privilege to become a real estate investor. If you look at it very well, I did not say a rare privilege to become a real estate landowner. I said a rare privilege to become a real estate investor. Investor in that you build a pipeline. So how do you build it? Let us dive more into the presentation. What is the difference? Like I've said, a lot of us who are employees, there's a difference between an employee. An employee is somebody who is wired to be to carry buckets. He fixes his time, he exchanges his time for money. He fixes that time 9 to 5 as we all know it. And at the end of the day, he gets paid. But what have we also noticed? We have also noticed that most often the employee who carries a bucket is their focus of life is totally different. An employee who does not have a paradigm shift, who does not think like the rich would think, will live between one way in that all he does is liability. And the rich, they live with assets, while the poor, they live in liability. So if you ask me, how do I define liability? It is simply defined as something which takes money out of your pocket, and you have to work for it. What is an asset? Asset is just simply defined as something which puts money in your pocket, whether you work or not, just like Pablo. In this diagram is what I call the cash flow, that's the cash flow quadrant. Here you have the four types of people you can meet. We have the employee on the left. Upper left is the employee, and then the lower left is the self-employed. On the right, on the upper right, you have the business owner, and then on the lower right, we have the investor. It is self-explanatory from the diagram and the picture that I've posted. Now, what I want to talk about is, I want us that at the end of this presentation, we would have shifted our mind from just being an employee or self-employed to move from the left quadrant to the right quadrant. That is the value proposition, that we can also send our money. We can build pipeline. Together we can build pipeline. How are we going to do it? This is the essence of this presentation. The Bible says one will chase 1,000. It says two will chase 10,000. So this is the principle. And how are we going to be doing this? Now, I made mention of real estate investment. And a lot of people, the first thing they will ask me is, we all know the challenges of real estate as individual or as a corporate body. So I have decided to list all the challenges here so that we can all look at it together. What are the challenges we've noticed? Real estate is capital intensive. That is the cardinal point. It is the gospel truth. Land and property acquisition problem. A lot of us are very scared. We begin to look at one of the biggest problems is the Omonile problem. We begin to wonder, I want to buy a land, I purchased the land somewhere. Suddenly the Omonile came and said no, they sold that land, and I discovered they sold that land to 3-4 people. I've been in court with a particular real estate company. I've been this, I've been that, challenges left and right. Are we also talking of people from in the diasporas, that our brothers and our sisters that have gone abroad, that have continued to work hard, continue to carry bucket day and night, working from one job to the second job to the top job. And when you raise this money, you send it home to your brothers and your sisters, to your uncles and your relatives, to your families. And what do? They begin to swindle that money. They begin to deceive you, send you fake pictures. They tell you stories, hoping and putting your hopes where your hopes are not, making your hopes very high where there is nothing to show for it. They send you fake pictures. They tell you stories and lies. Are you talking of the government policies? Policies from assault. One government comes in, takes out the other government because of politics. There's no continuity in the system. Are you talking of the Nigerian credit system? How many of us who are employees can walk straight into a bank and request the bank to give us loan for capital intensive like real estate? That we tell the bank and say, I want to use it to build house. How many of us would the bank give credit facility? We are talking of corruption. Corruption is so endemic and it has settled so deep into Nigeria that today we are struggling with corruption. Now, the biggest of all, ignorance. How many of us do we know that in all of these challenges, there are also opportunities? And you will ask me, what are the opportunities that I see in all of these challenges? The problem of housing in Nigeria. Now, this is one of the greatest problems. Shortage of housing in Nigeria is also a problem because of the capital intensive nature of real estate. But I tell you, this is where the opportunity also lies. In all issues, in all problem lies opportunity. Nigeria is in a shortage of 18 million housing units. And now it will cost government over 1 trillion to bridge the gap. Let's assume that the government decide to say we are going to face housing units. We know that every year our federal government will spend a minimum of 10 trillion. So if you divide the 100 trillion by 10, that means it's going to be in 10 years. Government is to spend 10 years alone just facing housing unit to meet the 18 million housing deficit. My brother, every other sector will have to suffer. Now, this is the biggest problem. Somebody will look at it and say this is huge problem. But I also look at it and say this is huge opportunity. And we see billions and we see solutions here. And I can still tell you, Nigerians, we are still good in this country. There's still trust. There's still accountability. There's still integrity. This is the opportunity we are talking to people, to tell them that there are opportunity of investing in Nigeria real estate. Now, only 2% of Nigeria are investing in real estate in reality. From our analysis, only 2%. Is that telling you something huge? This is a huge opportunity. If only 2% of Nigeria are investing in real estate, 98% of Nigeria either lack the financial capacity, which we all have agreed, or even knowledge, or worse still, both. They do not have the financial capacity, that's the number one. They don't even have the knowledge to understand what opportunities abound, what opportunity abounds within the real estate investment in Nigeria. Then the economic power of the average Nigerian has been greatly eroded. And then the average Nigerian cannot take advantage of the benefit of the real estate sector. This is another prediction about Nigeria. Prediction about Nigeria says from the United Nations Department of Economy and Social Affairs, predicted that at the current rate, our population will be 250 million by 2050, and over 60% of that population will be youth. What is this telling us? This is telling us great opportunity. Great opportunity in the sense that Nigeria is in. If you take an example of the 60% of youth, 60% of population that will be youth as at that time, what is it telling you? Yes, somebody will say it's a big, huge problem, but I also see a big, huge opportunity, because 60% of the youth means that between the ages of 18 to 35. And with this range being 60%, that is higher of the population, a lot of them, from the 3 basic needs of life: shelter, clothing, feeding. The most important, that you will agree with me, is shelter. That means that there will be demand for land. Many of these youth will be getting between 18 and 35. That is the age they become adult and they want to settle down. They want to marry, they want to have kids, they want to have jobs. And once they have all this, what next? They will demand for shelter. This is big opportunity. This is billions that are here, hidden in this value, hidden in this information. I see billions. Now, you will ask me, why real estate? Let us look at the opportunity that abounds in the real estate sector. One is the demand. Like I've said, everybody. Real estate will be in demand as long as population continues to grow at exponential rates. There will be a demand for land, demand for houses, activities around real estate. We also create passive cash flow, activities around it, the human activities around it. For example, just take a typical house. When you build a house, how many other people are affected? The engineers, the architects, the masons, the electricians, the welders, the carpenters, even that woman that sells food across to the laborers. Economy is affected as well. So this is a ripple effect. That's why we are saying the demand will always be there. And as long as there's demand, there will be cash flow. Cash flow for those who understand that investing in real estate will also bring them cash flow. Another thing is capital appreciation. I've never seen a land that is purchased 10 years ago for 100,000 naira that is still at this stage, after 10 years, that is still remaining at 100,000 naira. It will appreciate. You would have appreciated 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, at times goes to 100, 200%, depending on the opportunity. An example that rightly comes to mind is the Lekki Peninsula. I remember those days when the Lekki Peninsula was being sold for around 600,000. A lot of people will tell you that place is waterlogged. I cannot go to that area. If you dash me that land, I will not take. Oh, that land is too far. The place is just too far. The place is waterlogged. They will give you all sort of excuses why they need not invest in that place. But what is it today? The Lekki Peninsula is a gold mine. Today, an average property, just a plot of land in Lekki Peninsula, goes for 120 million. So if 10 years ago or 20 years ago, you have bought it for 600,000 naira, and you have just bought like 3 or 4, and you have done the documentation, you are in retirement age. You've just dug a gold mine. Now, finally, relative certainty of return on investments. Yes, that is why if you go to the bank and you say you want to borrow a loan, can the bank give me loan? The first thing they ask you, collateral. They ask you for your property. Do you have a C of O? Because they know that your property is very important. So they know that there's return on investment on it is an instrument. So they ask for it as a collateral. Now, you ask me, why are we talking about this? Why are we doing what we are doing? Like I said, that we are not here to sell land, even though what we do as a business is in the area of property sales and rentals. But we are not here to sell land. When I started my presentation, I said, if the only thing that I would have achieved today is to shift your paradigm, to shift your mindset from being an employee, from being a bucket carrier, to move you from the left quadrant to the right quadrant, is what I have achieved today. I think I have done the right thing. I have done the main thing, the real essence of our message. And why are we doing this? Because we are on a rescue mission to make home ownership and participation in the real estate sector more accessible to Nigerians. Now you will ask me, check out those two components, home ownership and then participation in the real estate sector, to make it more accessible to Nigerians. This is why we are doing what we are doing. This is the reason for this presentation. So you will ask me again, what is the next step? How are you going to achieve this? This is the solution. The solution is a membership of Perfection Real Estate Investors Cooperative Society. I want that to sink for a minute. Perfection Real Estate Investors Cooperative Society. Now, these are two concepts that we have joined together. Let me explain the first concept. Most of you would have seen this for the first time, and I can bet you, yes, this is a disruptive innovation, that in Nigeria there are still people that have integrity. There are still people that have accountability. There are still people that you can trust. We have brought out the concept of cooperative society. We all know the benefit of cooperative society. Unfortunately, most of the cooperative society settings are only gotten within the setup of a company. So if you are not a staff, if you are not a member of staff of company A, for example, NEPA, ExxonMobil, etc., if you are not a staff of these companies, you can never become a member of their cooperative society. And what is one of the biggest advantage that a cooperative society has? They come together. When they come together, they pool their resources. That's why I said earlier that one will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000. That's the way the Bible has said it. But now when we are talking about more than 2, 3, 4, 5, then you guys are chasing millions. When they come together, they pool their resources together. And when they pool their resources together, they are able to play at a bigger player, as a bigger player, at a bigger level in the industry. And now looking at the real estate sector, we've also discovered that 9 out of 10 billionaires, 9 out of 10 billionaires hide their money in real estate. So we have brought together these two concept of the cooperative society and the concept of real estate investment. Now you will ask me, how can you marry these two together? Because we know that an average individual, an average employee who works 9 to 5, who carries buckets, cannot have the muscle, cannot have the cash, the capital intensity of the real estate, cannot invest. But if they invest in the part, if they have a group of people who have come together, if they pool their resources together, they will go a long way. So this is the concept. Your solution is your membership. What we are asking for is the membership. Your membership of Perfection Real Estate Investor Cooperative Society will solve this problem, will make you a real estate investor. And I'm going to be breaking it down in details one after the other. How we have brought onto the platform when you join us, what you are going to gain, who we are, what is our core purpose, and the rest of it. Now, this is Perfection Real Estate Cooperative Society. This is our logo. Who we are. We are an independent membership-based real estate club whose sole purpose is wealth creation through real estate investment for the benefit of members. This is who we are. We are a real estate club. Our real estate club is focused on wealth creation. And when this wealth creation is done and is achieved, the purpose, the benefit of our members. What is our core purpose? We are here to empower people and provide solutions to the human problems in the real estate sector. To empower people, this is one of the tools we are using. This presentation that you have come across. That is why I also congratulated you earlier. That congrats on meeting this presentation, because your life is about to turn around. Because your life is about to be put in a high speed towards wealth creation, financial freedom, and ultimately residual income. So we are going to be doing this. We are empowering people. We will empower people and then provide solutions to the human problems in the real estate. those human problems that we have looked at earlier when we started this presentation. What is our ultimate goal? Our ultimate goal is financial freedom for each and every member through real estate wealth. Our mission is to make home ownership and participation in the real estate sector more accessible to Nigeria. This is the core of who we are, core of what drives us. This is the reason why we are doing this. This is the reason why we are listening to this presentation. Let me talk about our achievements and accomplishments, because a lot of people will wonder and say, who are these people? What have they done? An average Nigerian will say, tell me, what have you achieved? What is your achievement? Why will I look at you? Why would I want to listen? In our modest 5 years of existence, we have acquired landed property in different locations in Lagos State for our Perfection Cooperative Estates. So we call these Perfection Cooperative Estates. We've acquired properties in different locations. We have also launched our Perfection Cooperative Homes, our housing scheme, on the 6th of August 2017 at Sheraton Hotel. And we have partnered with Betonic Limited, a company with a German building technology that delivers 7,000 housing units within a year. Our members currently enjoy passive income on their various investments within the cooperative. We have partnered with Imperial Homes Mortgage Bank, former GT Homes, for fund management services and single-digit mortgage arrangements for all our members. You would ask me, we don't keep your money. We have Imperial Homes Mortgage Bank. We keep, that is where all the monies of the members are. So we are not going to be paying to an individual and say, I gave so Mr. A or Mrs. B my money. It is in the mortgage bank. We are partnered with the likes of M.I. Okura and Associates, a firm of estate surveyors and valuers, and Seaview Properties Limited, subsidiary of Nigerian Post Authority, and for business purposes. The groundbreaking ceremony at our Perfection Cooperative Estate Phase 1, Ibeji Lekki, took place on the 28th of October 2017. Our current total real estate wealth is in the excess of 1 billion naira. Going forward, our development projects at Perfection Cooperative Estate Phase 1, Ibeji Lekki, will commence as from January 2018. Allocation of plots to our members will also take place simultaneously. Now, I know a lot of you will be wondering that earlier I said we've been in existence for the last 5 years. We've also have our 5-year plan, financial goal, that we have set for ourselves this time around. Our 5-year financial goal is to raise our total real estate wealth to 50 billion by year 2022 and to float a real estate investment trust company on Nigerian Stock Exchange. Let me tell you, the foundation for these feats has been laid by our current achievements and accomplishments that I'm going to be showing us in details as we go deeper into the presentation. Now, why do you need to join us? You need to join us so you can become a real estate investor and your money starts working for you. Now, if you remember the cash flow quadrant that I showed you earlier, on the left you have the employee and the self-employed, and I said on the right you have the business owners and the investors. This is why we want you to join us, because we want you to, your paradigm shift to move, your mindset to move, that you can send your money. You can send your money on errand to work for you. While you are busy carrying your buckets, you can build a pipeline. If you cannot build that pipeline individually, We are here for you as professionals. We are here for you as cooperative investment society who understand. We've been in the system in the last 5 years and we've done so well. So we know that we can help you. We know that you can come on board and team with us. We know that you can come on board and join us so that together we can work for you. Your money can work for you while you are working and you are busy carrying your buckets. You can also be rest assured that whether due to ill health, whether due to age, or whether due to some other reasons at all, that you cannot work again, you already had a plan B in place. You have already built a pipeline. You are part owner of something big. This is the reason why we want you to join us. Your financial freedom is certain. Legacy for your children. What investments we are going to be discussing are investment portfolios, are investment instruments that you can hand over to your children as a legacy. And most importantly, you have a say. Now, how are we going to achieve all of this? When you come on board and you join us, we have products that we've put in. We call them the product portfolio offerings, and there are 5 of them. I'm going to be explaining them in details. We have the ordinary membership, we have the real estate investment products, we have the property ownership products, we have the ambassadorship, and we have the real estate wealth academy. Now, when we talk about the ordinary membership, it is aimed at making you a player in the field of real estate by pulling resources together as low as 2,000 monthly in order to build your own portfolio of investments. And this is to enhance your ability to own property while you also get paid quarterly. Our real estate investment product, this is to make it easy for our members to participate in special real estate deals without pinching your pockets, by having to part with capital sum of money, and yet you make very good return on investment from time to time. Property ownership products. It is easy. It is as easy as possible for our members to acquire and own properties of their own for private use, commercial, or just investing into the future. Now, on our ambassadorship, I know some of you who understand and say, what does this ambassadorship means? It simply means, and it's aimed at distributing and redistributing our commonwealth in-house between our members and ambassadors who took it upon themselves to spread the news about us between their own sphere of influence, just like what I am doing. Real Estate Wealth Academy. This is where we educate and affect the mindset of our members towards real estate investments as an instrument of wealth creation. Now, let's look at the real estate income opportunities. Make money while you sleep. Now, I will go into details. This is the ordinary membership. When you come in as ordinary membership, it also has what we call ordinary investment under the ordinary membership. One of the investment portfolio under the ordinary membership is the ordinary investment, and it is actually divided into the following 4 categories, and you can start investment in a multiple of 2,000. The first one is the regular. Regular means that you need between 2,000 to 8,000 naira monthly. 2,000 to 8,000 naira monthly. The bronze is from 10,000 naira to 18,000 naira monthly. And the silver category is the 20,000 to 48,000 naira monthly. And the gold, finally the gold is the 50,000 naira above monthly. Now, depending on capacity and interest of the member to build up his or her own real estate investment portfolio at his or her own pace. Why we have done this is for the ordinary Nigerians. And I know many will say, I don't have huge amount of money to start real estate. Like you have seen, with 2,000 naira, you can start. What this is done for people is to inculcate the culture of savings. Just to inculcate the culture of savings. And mind you, when you save as little as 2,000, you get return on your investment of that 2,000. So I know somebody who takes breakfast 2,000, lunch 2,000, dinner 2,000 in a day, every day for 30 days. And we are saying with 2,000 naira, you can start building your pipeline. What are the benefits of an ordinary investment portfolio drive? One of the benefits is payment of dividend to investors every 3 months. Financial support for members with supply contracts help you from reputable corporate organizations. You have loan for personal or business needs, free real estate education and counseling, listing of your business on our marketing portal to other members. For example, you might be doing a business at the side, which is a plan B, and it is not in real estate, but you have also added real estate to it that makes it what I call multiple stream of incomes. That means that you can bring those business and bring it on our marketing portal, and we will advertise it for you to other members, our members of over 6,000 plus. That is a plus for your business. That is a benefit of even the ordinary investment that you can start with as low as 2,000 naira monthly. We have the fractional project ownership investment scheme called the FPOIS. Now, if you ask me, I will say this is the flagship. This is the flagship of the society. What do we mean by the fractional project ownership investment scheme? Now, the fractional project ownership investment scheme is a special crowdfunding investment scheme meant for the development of basic infrastructure and building of apartments at perfection cooperative estates. The fractional project ownership investment scheme makes you a part owner of our infrastructure and apartment construction projects. Let me underline it. Makes you a part owner of our infrastructure and apartment construction projects. What is that telling you? It's telling you that you are a part owner of the company. You are a part owner of the investment drive. You are a part owner. You are a co-visioner. You are a major shareholder, even between the society. You are those people who make things happen. And the initial total investment amount for the infrastructure and building project is 1 billion naira, broken down into 20,000 units at 50,000 naira for each unit. Therefore, the minimum investment amount into the scheme by any investor is in multiples of 50,000 naira, either by one-off or accumulated investment pattern. What are the benefits? For every 50,000, every 100,000, every 200,000 to 1 million, and so on that you invest, you get the following benefits: 10% per annum, 5% every 6 months plus, sharing of the surplus on sale of land and apartment to investors every 6 months, automatic discount on land and apartment purchase, free membership of the cooperative if initial investment is from 1 million upward at a go, and you also qualify as a member of the prestigious Platinum Wealth Builders Network for non-members. Opportunity to win free land, all expense paid holidays, and valuable gifts at year end. Now, let me explain something here a little bit more. I know you will ask, from 50,000 to 1 million, and I will have 10% interest per annum. To be part of the prestigious Platinum Wealth Builders Network, you need a minimum investment of 1 million naira upwards. Now, this 1 million can either be one-off or by accumulation. Remember, I said from the initial introduction of our portfolios of offerings that we have what I call ordinary investments. These ordinary investments, if you save for the gold from 50,000 naira upward, what we are saying is the moment your savings or your buying of the shares hits 1 million naira in terms of accumulated purchase, you are naturally moved from the minority shareholding stock to the majority shareholding stock. And this is where you will be moved to the Platinum Wealth Builders Network. Because to be a part of the major shareholders, you need a minimum of 1 million naira investment, either accumulated or one-off. You also stand a chance to win all expense paid trips to Dubai, South Africa, Kenya, and other tourist destinations within Nigeria. Also win flat screen televisions, generators, phones, and other valuables in participating in the fractional project ownership investment scheme for Perfection Cooperative Estate in Ibejuleki with a minimum investment of 50,000 naira. Last week, we had our end of year party and we did a raffle draw on this platinum, and we had 3 lucky investors who became winners of 4 paid expense trips to Dubai, to Ghana, and to a tourist destination within Nigeria. You too can become one of them when you join us. This is the Platinum Wealth Builders Network. Together, everyone achieves more. That is the meaning of a team, because we are one team in the Wealth Builders Network. Now, let me explain further. The Platinum Wealth Builders Network is a community of real estate wealth builders that will determine the pace of real estate finance in Africa and a global force when real estate investment is mentioned. Your membership of our prestigious Platinum Wealth Builders Networks makes you a co-visionaire with the Perfection Real Estate Rescue Mission and the exceptional home ownership and real estate income opportunity message which we are preaching today. That's why I said today this is the flagship of our major offering, and this is where I will want most of us who have the wherewithal, who have got the cash, who are looking for a new way to invest your money, who are looking for a new way to send your money to work for you. This is the right vehicle, the right financial instrument that you need to look at for your money. They are a member of the cooperative who have invested portfolio from 1 million and above. Once your investment portfolio gets up to 1 million, either by accumulation or one-off payments, you automatically become part of the network and a co-visioner. Now, what are the benefits of platinums? The benefit is 12% interest per annum on investment of 1 million to 2 million. So what we are saying is that if your investment, whether through accumulative or one-off, gets to 1 million, within the cooperative savings culture, we would naturally move you from the minority shareholding to the majority shareholding, and will move you into the platinum network, meaning that you will become a co-visionaire. And a 12% interest per annum on investment of 1 million to 2 million for life. This amount, you can be earning that amount for the rest of your life, and you can hand it over to your children. You can even invest for your children. If you have surplus money, you have enough money, you can invest for yourself, you can invest in your wife's name, you can invest in your children's name, and they are rest assured of this amount. The following also talks about the higher you go in terms of investment. You have that of the 3 to 4 million, which is 12.5. You have that of 14% for those of 9 million to 10 million and the rest of them. And you have finally the 15% interest per annum on investment of 11 million and above. This is not all the benefits that accrues to the platinum. Sharing of the surplus on sale of land and apartment to investors every 6 months. Now, this is where I get more excited. Now, you are not just buying land. You are a land owner. You own the land. You own the company that sells the land. This is where the key is for some of us that are looking for investment vehicle to invest now and into the future to attain financial freedom, to end with residual income. Some of us that are looking for a plan B, this is it. You want to involve your money. You want to send your money message. You want your money to work for you. Now, when you become a part owner, a major shareholding owner of this cooperative initiative, you have what they call the sharing of surplus on sale of land and apartments to investor every 6 months. You have automatic discount on land and apartment purchase, free membership of the cooperative if initial investment is from 1 million one-time, one-off payment and above. Opportunity to win free land, all expense paid holidays, and valuable gift at the end of the year. This is our fund managers and mortgage partners. They are called Imperial Homes Mortgage Bank Limited. Now we are going deeper. Now you have seen our investment portfolio. If you become a majority shareholding partner in our investment portfolio, what are the properties? What are the lands? What are the offerings that you as a owner, as a part owner, will be selling? How do you make the money? How do you make that money? How do you see the money we've been talking about? The return on investment we have been talking about. How do you make it? This is what we have also put together from our property ownership offering, so that people can see and they can know that there's still people in Nigeria that you can trust, that you have accountability, that has integrity. Now, this is our flagship estate, Perfection Cooperative Estate Ibeju-Lekki. This is the first estate that we bought in Ibeju-Lekki, and this is the groundbreaking ceremony done by the Oba of Lekki himself, who happens to be a member of the cooperative society. And we have looked at strategic location. We are not just going to use your pool of money that you've invested in us to just go anywhere and buy any location. We have looked at strategically. We have looked at Ibeju-Lekki. Ibeju-Lekki, as you know, is the new Lagos. We all know about the new Lagos project. If some of us in the diaspora, in the US, in the UK, in Australia, in Germany, Nigerians that have not heard of the good things that the new Lagos project is projecting to bring, I beseech you that you check online to check the veracity and see the impact of what these projects around this Ibeju-Lekki will create in the next 5 to 10 years. So we have taken cognizance, we have taken the pain to do the homework, and we know our properties are strategically located. This is the groundbreaking ceremony that was done this year, 2017. And this is the project description. It is our phase 1, meaning that it's the first project of its type. It is the first estate, and we call it Perfection Cooperative Estate Phase 1, Ibeju-Lekki. It was conceived in fulfillment of a vision, and which is to make home ownership and participation in the real estate sector more accessible to Nigerians. Here, it will comprise of residential, commercial, educational, institutional, sporting, and recreational facilities, as well as excellent security system. Now, it is located along the Lagos Free Trade Zone Road, about 5 minutes drive from Dangote Refinery, in between Origon and Osoroko village, Ibejuleki, Lagos. This is the layout of the estate, and this is the title on our estate. It is a global C of O with number 9/9/2014 derived from Lekki Coastal Area Development Association. Prices are ranging between 250 square meter for 2.5 million, 500 square meter for 5 million, 600 square meter for 6 million. Let me key you into a little bit of secret here. Some of our members, this property was purchased in 2015. Some of our members that bought them, we sold for our members at the rate of 1 million in 2015. Currently, a full plot of land, which is 600 meters, is either on 120 by 100 by 120, 60 by 120, which is the full normal feet, 60 feet by 120, which is the 648 square meter precisely, is going for 6 million currently. Now you can see that no bank where you keep that kind of money, no bank can give you that kind of a profit. And now that is to tell you, because when we bought this land, it was going at that price of 1 million naira. Currently is going for 6 million, meaning that our members that have invested early at that time have made from 2015 to date, just 2 years, have made extra 5 million. This is what real estate wealth can create for you. This is what we call financial freedom. This is what we call residual income. This is what we call return on investment vehicle that we know for sure will skyrocket. And this is just a start. When it's going to be 5 years, when it's going to be 10 years, would you guess how much the cost of these properties will be then? I leave you to guess for yourself. This is our second estate called the Perfection Cooperative Estate in Ibejuleki 2. The title is a registered survey, excision in process. We will tell you we are not that type of cooperative investment society that lies to people and tell them, oh, it's a C of O. At the end of the day, when you go to Alausa, when you go and check, they will tell you it's registered survey. The excision is not even yet out. We will tell you the way it is. And if you notice something based on the documentation, also determines the prices. Currently now, some of the prices, because it's registered survey and the excision is in process, we are selling for 300 square meter for 800,000 naira. We are selling a full plot of land, which is 600 square meter for 1.5 million. We've also made it flexible that our members or even our non-members can also be partakers of this. We have given a 12-month flexible payment allowed with 20% initial payment. This is our third estate. It's called the Perfection Cooperative Estate, Eleronigbe, Ibejuleki. Currently, we have a promo price per plot of 550,000 naira outright and 600,000 for 3 months Our promo will be ending December 15, 2017. But we have extended this. We have extended this to capture the current trend. So this has been extended till December 31st. And we have a promo which is buy 5 plots and get 1 absolutely free. What are the neighborhood? You have proposed Fourth Mainland Bridge. You have the Lekki Airport. You have other housing estate projects. You have the Dangote Refinery. You have the Lagos Free Trade Zone. You have the Lekki Deep Sea Port. And you have the Lagos Smart City. The title on this particular estate is a registered survey, and it already has an accession number which is KL7880. With this, you can go to Alausa to double check and do your due process. Now, this is our location map. Location map showing our first estate and the second estate, which is very close to the Dangote Refinery on the Lekki Free Trade Zone. You can also see from the Lagos Lagoon, you can see the proposed Fourth Mainland Bridge, and you can also see the Eleronigbe Road. So you can see that we are strategically locating our estate between strategic location that will bring huge return on investment. Neighborhood of our PCE 1, 2 and 3 are other that I've mentioned, other housing estate projects: Lagos Free Trade Zone, Dangote Refinery, Lekki Deep Sea Port, Fourth Mainland Bridge upcoming, Lagos Smart City upcoming, Lekki Airport, and so many others. Now, this is one of the best so far that have happened to us. Perfection Cooperative Estate, Egolima District, New Festac City. Yes, you heard it right. Egolima District, New Festac City. You will ask me, what is New Fest? Is it the Festac I know? Yes, this is the Festac you know. We've been opportune to be the only cooperative society that have been given the opportunity to put this in our portfolio. Now, the federal government, through the Federal Housing Authority, has concessioned the reclamation and development of specific infrastructure like road, drainage system, electricity, over a 1,126 hectares of land to New Festa Property Development Company. Project description: Egolima District is a proposed gate estate between the Festac City, the New Festac City, having a total of 1,000 plots of land in combination of various sizes of 250 square meters, 300 square meters, 400 square meters, 500, 600, up to 1,000 square meters. The whole Egolima district will be fully serviced with all necessary infrastructure for residential dwelling, and the sale prices are quoted as serviced plots to include road network and paving, drainages, street lights, etc. Location: the Egolima district starts from the 6th Avenue in Festac, which is fully developed neighborhood and in the heart of Lagos metropolis. The ongoing Super Expressway spanning from Lagos Highland to Badagry Town up to Semeboda with high-speed railway makes the site an excellent choice for residential settlements. Title: the Federal Housing Authority Deed of Assignment plus Lagos State Governor's consent, covering the whole Egolima district. What is the price? Price per square meter is 25,000 naira. Note please, the price of 25,000 per square meter includes the road, the drainage and electricity between the estates. What that means is that when you pay your 25,000 naira per square meter, you do not need to pay any further developmental fee. I have put in a little video to size us up so that we can enjoy and we can see some visual and also understand how this has been done. Welcome back. I trust you learned one or two things in those videos. Let's continue. This is the fourth estate that we have also purchased. We've purchased this and it's located between the Silver Spring Peninsula, between the Agric Ikorodu, Lagos. I know some of us will say, why Bejuleki? Why Bejuleki? Why not other places? You can see we are strategic enough in our choice and location of estates. We have estates in the Bejuleki for some of us who are fantastically interested in investing as shareholders of the company, and also as home owners, to also look at, say, okay, I want my house between the Ibejuleki. For some of us, we'll say, no, I want mine between the heart of the metropolis of Lagos at Festac. Some of us will say, no, we want to go further. We've also chosen Ikorodu because of the connection between the proposed Fourth Mainland Bridge between Ibejuleki and Ikorodu. So you can see we have been strategic enough to place our money where we know we have the most impactful, beneficial, and financial reward. Now, this is some of the picture. Proposed road. This proposed road, the untarred road, is leading directly to our estates at Perfection Estate in Ikorodu. And this is the location map. As you can see it, that's the Silver Spring Peninsula. So our estate is between that Silver Spring Peninsula. The long road between the proposed road leading to hit from Ikorodu Major Road is this untarred road that you have seen on this map. What is the title on that? It is Registered Global Survey. And we have prices of 300 meters square for 800,000, full plot 1.5. We also create a 12-month flexible payment allowed with 20% initial payments. These are the proposed infrastructure at the PEC. It's going to be a gate estate community. We intend to have good road network. We intend to have electricity, drainage system, excellent security systems. Now, let us talk about our affordable housing. Remember, when I started, in our achievements, I said we've created 2 sub-companies, and one of the companies is the affordable housing scheme called Perfection Homes. We have also created another company with a German technology building company that builds house, that deliver house. I'm going to explain there's a connection between these 2 sub-companies that we are going to be investing as major shareholders, how they connect, and how do we make all the money that we promise we will be giving our members, the 10%, the every 3 months dividends, the 12% per year dividend, the profit sharing. How are they going to come? It's going to come through this affordable housing, both for our members and for our non-members. So we've divided them into self-contained studio, apartments, bungalows, and duplex, and in either 2 or 3 bedrooms. Now, let me talk a bit first about the construction of the company that will be building the infrastructure. Remember, I said that when you come on board, when you join us, when you put in your investment of either accumulative investment contribution of 2,000 naira or 50,000 naira every month, while you learn the saving culture, that if that money gets to 1 million, we will move you from the minority stakeholdership to majority stakeholding. And this is where you're holding key into the Perfection Betonic Partnership. Let me further explain. Perfection Betonic Nigeria Limited, Perfection Cooperative Homes, our housing scheme, was launched on the 6th of August 2017 at Sheraton. And then we partnered with Betonic, a company with a German building technology that can deliver 7,000 housing units within a year to establish Perfection Betonic Nigeria Limited. Now, let me digress a bit. You would wonder, why would a cooperative society partner with a foreign firm? Now, most often we would remember that in the earlier presentation, as I started my presentation, I made mention of the shortage of federal government housing shortage for Nigeria, 18 million. Our federal government, in a bid to close the gap, have created the opportunity for what we call the PSP, private sector participation, where private individual, where private corporate bodies, where organizations, both foreign, both local, will come into the Nigerian real estate sector to try to bridge the gap of the 18 million housing deficit or shortage. This is where it comes in. But what have we noticed? We've noticed that even as at then, the PSP has not been successful due to some innate problems that we have noticed. One of the major things is what they call technology flight. Most of the technology companies, most of the foreign investment company will come into Nigeria. They will invest their technology. They will not do what they call technology transfer. There will be technology flight. That is number one. There will be extraction of wealth from within the country. They will extract our wealth. They will take it away. That's number two. Number three, the technology know-how, no technology transfer. We do not understand. We don't understand their technology. They will invest. They will do everything. They invest at high cost. And at the end of the day, maintenance culture. So we end up starting from where we have just begun. Meaning that with this kind of partnership, we just move in a cycle. But what have we done that is different from every other PSP that is coming in? What we have done when we partnered with the German technology company, we told them that it's not going to be the way they do it before. And they saw it, they saw the reason. So we built a partnership. We established a Nigerian company called Perfection Betonic Nigeria Limited, meaning that it is good. The technology will stay with us. We will build the technology. Within it, there will be institution of trainings that will be built by the company to train Nigerians on the technology, both the maintenance culture, and even teach us every other thing that has to come with, it's a total package that comes in with this partnership. I am going to further detail it, how this is going to be done. This is our technology, our building technology. A lot of us will know this. Some of us who stays abroad, who have been schooling, who have been working over the years abroad, we understand what they call this technology. It's called prefabrication, prefab for short. It's a technology where they precast everything from the factory. So they just take it to the site and then they mount it. But mind you, we know of a particular company in Nigeria who does that very well. But the cost of doing this is exorbitant. It's very, very expensive. But this is where we have also scored number one, because we know that this technology, the total cost is very cheap. So we've been able to bring this technology. We are going to bring it to Nigeria. We are going to show Nigeria that we at Perfection Real Estate Investment Cooperative, we can't be trusted. We have integrity. In Nigeria, we have people who have accountability. We have people who have integrity. We have people that our other people in diaspora, in America, in the UK, in Germany, in Europe, even in Nigeria, that you can trust. That you can trust your money with us. You can trust your time with us. That we are here to stay. We are here to put what they call disruptive innovation into the Nigerian real estate sector. You can see how this is done. I am going to play a video that also captures. I know videos, visuals, they send more message than just pictures alone. So follow me as we enjoy the next video. See you at the end of this video. Welcome back. Wow. I know that is what a lot of you will be saying now. Wow. Is this true? Can this be true? Yes, I tell you, 100%. Won't you be proud to be part owner of such an initiative, part owner of such a company, fractional owner with just ₦1 million investment, initial investment, minimum 1 million, to be part of this? It is a great honor. I am highly excited. I am excited because I know that this is great. This is the best that can ever happen to us as Nigerians. Completely paved road, that's part of the infrastructure. 24/7 electricity based on solar power. Conditions apply for those of us that would not want to have anything to do with Nigerian NEPA electricity. We might say, give me solar. There are conditions that are applied, but I bet you at a small token, water supply, portable water from tap, central sewage system, fiber optic connection for broadband internet access, that also comes with a token. Now, all of this, remember I did mention that in that video you will see how houses are being delivered, 30-story building in 15 days. And in Nigeria here, within 90 days, your house will be delivered to you. Your house will be delivered to you. And then, good news for a lot of us that are looking at investing as early in 2018. By September of 2018, we'll be delivering our first set of houses. And I bet you we are going to disrupt the way housing is done in the real estate sector of Nigeria by the grace of God. We are using this platform and this medium of presentation to create awareness for Nigerians, both home and abroad, that there's a company that you can invest your money in. There's a company that you can believe in. There's a Nigerian company, a local company with foreign partnership that you can trust to deliver your house. For some of you that have used years of your time to work abroad and send money home, and your relatives and your brothers and your sisters, they will eat those money. They will lie to you, send you fake pictures. That has come to an end. I tell you, perfection, cooperative investors, cooperative society is the way to go. We are the right people to contact. We are the professionals, because we know, we understand the industry of the real estate sector economy in Nigeria like the back of our hand. And we believe that you will take the right choice today. We believe you will take the right step. And if you look at that, we are not just only building through Perfection Betonic Nigeria Limited. We are also building infrastructure institutions where all these are going to be trained. Nigerians are going to be trained, and the members of the society will have the choice of first choice to send their words, to send their brothers, to send their sisters to this training school. That is why we have one of the academy as one part of our offerings. That is, so everything is a total package. This is our house types. Like I said, we have the studio, the apartment, the bungalow, and the duplex. So I'm going to quickly run through so that you see the types, and then you ask yourself, how do I key in? Now, this is the studio apartment floor. This is done for some student to look at his studio apartment. This is the floor plan. This is our 1-bedroom apartment floor plan. This is our 2-bedroom apartment floor plan. This is our 3-bedroom apartment floor plan. And this is the logical view. This is the picture. Remember, we said we are here to make home ownership and participation in the real estate sector more accessible to Nigerians. That is why we have built up all these kind of buildings where you have so many flats, and above on top are the solar panels we were talking about. You can see another design from another view. You can see the views. This is the front view, and this is the area view. This is our 2-bedroom bungalow terrace. This is the floor plan. This is the way it is. In real life, this is what we are delivering with solar panel as a roof. And all these technologies, all these building technologies are going to be solely built by our own children, by Nigerians, because that is what we have signed with them. It's going to be purely a Nigerian company, but with European quality and Nigerian prices. This is for the bungalow, the 3-bedroom bungalow floor plan. This is the way it is. This is the area view. This is the 2-bedroom duplex ground floor plan. This is the 2-bedroom duplex upper floor plan. This is the 3-bedroom duplex, the ground floor plan. This is the upper floor plan for the 3-bedroom duplex. And this is the way it is. Now, what are the prices? I know a lot of people would have been wondering to ask, what are the prices for the houses? Please note, prices are exclusive of the prices of land in each of our estates. So we have 2 estates currently running. We have the Bejuleki and we have the Egolima Festac District City. Now, for the Bejuleki, the studio apartment is 4.2 million. For Egolima District is 4.7 million naira. And then when you look at the 1-bedroom apartment and 2-bedroom apartment from the Bejuleki and the Festac, you will see that the Festac is more expensive because of the strategic location. So we see with this price, our 3-bedroom duplex for a Bejuleki is 18.5 million. But for the Festac, the 3-bedroom duplex is 23 million naira. But I can bet you that we are still at the lowest. We are still the best in those areas. You can please check online. You can please ask questions. You can do your research on the internet. You will still find us that we are second to none. We are second to none in our pricing for our housing estate. Please note, like I said earlier, these prices are exclusive of the prices of land in each of our estates. Now, this is why I am excited. This is why I am bubbling. I am so happy that I came across this, that I cannot hold myself, that I've created this presentation to also send it out to a lot of us to see, to look at the opportunity that abounds in 2018, so that we can tap on it, so that we can lap on it, so that we can invest our body and our soul. We can send our money and let it do something for the first time in the real estate. Now I am going to surprise us. I am going to wow us, because a lot of people will look at it and say, oh, this is a little bit expensive. Yes, we know how it is in Nigeria, but I tell you that with this, are going to show us something that will wow us away, and it will now show that we are not just here to make money, we are also here to elevate and make accessibility to real estate sector more accessible to Nigeria. We want to make sure, because it is a rescue mission for us. It is that drives us. It is that thing that wants to make us do what we want to do. We are not just going to make money, but we are going to make money. We are also going to make our people's life very easy. We intend to become the sine qua non, the go-to, the benchmark in the real estate industry in the next 5 years. The federal government of Nigeria will use us as a benchmark, that even in Africa, every other companies, every other government will even call upon us to come and help them to just template that which we have done in Nigeria. We want to put Nigeria in the world map again in terms of real estate, to show that in Nigeria we have people with integrity, people with professional knowledge, people with trust, people with accountability that can deliver. We want to keep our promise. Like they say, promise made, promise kept. This is it. How to become a homeowner. Determine the house you want. Determine your payment plan. Drop 10 to 20% deposit. Hello? Let me repeat that number 3. Drop 10 to 20% deposits. For example, I want a 3-bedroom duplex in Egolima Festac district. Remember I said per plot, per square meter on Egolima district is 25,000 naira per square meter. Your 3-bedroom duplex can stay on a 1,000 square meter, can stay on a 600 square meter. That is the price of the land. The price here is the price of the housing for 3-bedroom duplex is 23 million. For that of Ibejuleki is 18.5 million. And this is the beauty of it. Just drop 10% to 20% of the amount of the housing after you've bought the land and after you've done all the documentation. And then you've bought it from us, you've done all the documentation, we've handed you over the land. You now say, okay, I want to develop it. Just drop 10 to 20% of this housing fund. 20% of 18.5, 20% of 23.5, 10 or 20%. When you drop it, we are going to deliver your house in 90 days, fully delivered to you. I repeat, we are going to deliver by the time you pay 10 to 20% deposit of the amount of the housing deposit, the amount of the housing. We are going to deliver that house to you. And this is the way we are going to do it. Our payment options. For some of us who have the money to pay outright, but for some of us who does not have the money to pay outright, we also give you payment options of 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 5 years, 10 years, all the way to 15 years. I've never seen any society, I've never seen any company that will give its members this kind of leverage. Because like I said, we don't want just to make money. We don't want just to sell land. We don't want just to sell houses. We want to make it accessible. We want to make it easy. We want to close the gap We want to show the world that Nigerians can solve Nigerians' real human problem. And that is one of our core purpose, to empower people and to provide solutions to all the real human problems we have seen in the real estate sector. I tell you, this is the best Christmas gift that you can give yourself. This is the best 2018 New Year resolution that you can plan upon. This is the most fantastic offer that anybody can give you, the best. That's why I said that we are second to none. We will deliver. We have promised we will deliver. We have done that in the last 5 years. Now we are making so much noise because in the next 5 years, we are going to deliver on promises made. We've done it in the first 5 years. This is the second 5 years. So I'm happy if you are getting in to see this at the nip of time, at the right moment. I don't want you to waste time. Pick your pen, pick your paper, log on, come on board, join us as we together make housing a reality for everybody. Make financial breakthrough through wealth creation, through the real estate industry, a reality for you and for her. Now, let me quickly talk about our ambassadorship program. Our ambassadorship program is simply aimed at financially rewarding our members and intending members who took it upon themselves to spread the news about us within their own sphere of influence, just like I am doing now. Through our ambassadorship program, our commonwealth is being distributed and redistributed among our membership. Intending members can also join ambassadorship program, and as the only condition required to form is to formally register, get trained, and be certified. You can begin to earn millions in active and passive income through our ambassadorship program by merely creating awareness about our product to your sphere of influence. What are the benefits? Financial reward from introduction of new members. Financial reward from introducing special investors. Financial reward from introduction of members, of customers to buy property, land or apartments. Valuable gifts like brand new cars, all expense paid trip. Financial reward are won by our ambassadors with outstanding performance record at year end. Are you interested in taking advantage of the available passive income opportunity with Perfection Real Estate Investors Cooperative Society in the Nigerian real estate sector? Then hurry up and log on to www.perfectioncooperative.com now. Click register as either a full member. For full membership, there's a one-off payment of 25,000 naira. I say again, one-off payment of 25,000 naira for full membership, because this gives you full access to all the 5 range of offerings that we have. It gives you full access as a member. That's number 1. Number 2, it shows that you as a member, you are a serious member. We have, or as an ambassador, this ambassador registration is free registration as a freelance consultant, where you can also add a plan B, where you can also add residual income. You can also make residual income, just like, create awareness, talk about this, get trained, get certified, and then you can talk about perfection. Then fill in details as requested At the referral ID column, when you log on to www.perfectioncooperative.com, at the referral ID column, please use ANB 000754. I repeat, please use ANB 000754. Capital A, capital N, capital B 000754. Referral name and telephone number. My name is Adeyemi Olusheyi. My telephone number is +234 812 555 9192. I repeat, 234 812 555 9192 +234 812 555 9192. To be part of these great entrepreneurs and learn how to create passive income portfolio, join our WhatsApp group at the URL that is written below. Just highlight that URL and put it on the Google URL and type enter. You will join the group. We welcome you. We look forward to meeting you on our WhatsApp group. This is where you learn more. We talk more about perfection. We talk more about the opportunities. We talk more about all the benefits. Just like we have said in this presentation. Just like I have said in this presentation, there is more to this. Join us now. Join for full membership for one-off payment of 25,000 naira. At the full membership, there's an account number. When you join the WhatsApp group, we will give you the account number to pay. You can pay into that account number. We will give you that account number through the WhatsApp group. When you pay into that, you will fill the form on the site, and you will fill either as a full member. You will use in the referral ID column. Please use ANB 000754. My name again is Adeyemi Olusheyi. Number is +234 812 555 9192. Join our WhatsApp group. We are expecting you. We look forward to seeing you, to have a wonderful journey with you in 2018. This is our contact address. I know a lot of people would have been asking, where are these people located? Do they have an office? Where are they located to? How do I get information on the internet? How do I search them out? Are these people not scam? Are they not fraud? This is how they say it. Here we are. Our contact address is as follows. We are at number 1, Bola Street, opposite King Solomon Hospital, Anthony Village, Lagos. Our email are info@perfectioncooperative.com. Perfection Cooperative Estate @gmail.com. Our website www.perfectioncooperative.com. You can follow us on the following social media handle. Follow us at Facebook at Perfection Cooperative, at Twitter at Perfection Coop, Instagram at Perfection Real Estate 1, LinkedIn Perfection Real Estate. The time to own your own home is now. Click the below to be part of our housing scheme project. Just click this link below. This link takes you to an exceptional home ownership offer for those of us who not only want to invest but also want to have a house. For some of us who are in the diaspora, for some of us who are in Europe that you are listening to me now, for some of us who are in the US that you are listening to me now, for some of us who are in the UK that are listening to me now, or some of us who are locally based in Nigeria that are listening to me now and would want to have a piece of this housing, please click the link below, and at the end of the day, when you fill the form, the referral name and telephone number, please put in referral name Adeyemi Olushe, telephone number +234 812 555 9192. Once again, referral name Adeyemi Olushe, telephone number +234 812 555 9192. Now, I'm cruising towards the end of my presentation. Time to secure your future, like they say. Let me leave you with the words of Warren Buffett, one of the billionaires, the first 3 billionaires in the world, worth over $67 billion. He says successful people know if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. If you understood what residual income is, you will go through a brick wall to get some. That is the word of Brian Caruthers. Let me leave you with this last word of encouragement with this video, and I will see you at the end of this video. Now, I want to leave you, and I know that that last video has challenged your thought a bit. The Bible says, knock, the door would open. Seek, you would find. Ask, and you shall be given. I believe, and I want to congratulate you if you have stayed throughout this presentation to the end. I want to thank you for your time, taking time out of your busy, very busy, tight schedule to listen to this presentation that I have done. It is a great privilege and a great honor for me to have led you on this journey of awareness creation, of presentation of what value proposition that we can bring to the table. I thank you once again. Like I said, it is not a coincidence that you met this presentation, that you started this presentation and you listened to it to the end. God has a reason. Take that step. Don't look at it. For some of you that will say, I don't have money, but you've got the skill of what it takes. When you look around you, you have money all over you. For those of us who also have money, that have been looking for the opportunity to create a second source of income, a plan B, a pipeline, looking for where to invest in a true instrument where reliability, accountability, integrity, and trust is the bedrock. Welcome to Perfection Real Estate Investors Cooperative Society. We look forward to seeing you join us in this initiative, in this drive, in this campaign, as part owner, as investor in our dreams, in our initiatives. We've been doing it in the last 5 years. We want to do it again in the next 5 years. And we've thrown our doors open. You in America, UK, Europe, Germany, wherever you are in Nigeria, Port Harcourt, Lagos, Abuja, Kano, Uyo, name it, you are all welcome. Thank you. God bless you. Stay well. Happy Christmas and a wonderful and prosperous New Year in advance. Good day.